2nd of June, Rabbi Furst, Mishna Berura.
Good, we'll start it. Okay, good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst with Hamanavshi here in Shlomo Kero Zoom. We are now in our second shir in the morning. We're learning Hilchos Yom Tov. We'll start today with a new simon, Tav Kuf Gimel. Yeah, Tav Kuf Gimel. The Hilchos Yom Tov.
Kuf Gimel. Okay, hold on.
I'm sorry, I missed it. It's if Tet Kuf Gimel.
Right.
Got it.
I guess, Mayor, would you like to read a bit?
Okay, let's see. Tav Kuf Gimel. It says Shalom lehachin yom tov lechavero. So one should not prepare, I guess, on Yom Tov or for Yom Tov for his friend.
For what mean lechavero, meaning for another Yom
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So is that the same concept of not preparing on Yom Tov Rishon for Yom Tov Sheni?
Right, exactly. Very good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll be explained as we go further.
Okay. Asur le'efod o levashel o lischot b'Yom Tov l'tzorech mahar afilu hu Shabbat. Oh, so it's forbidden to bake. To levashel is to cook, I guess. Lishchot is to grind.
Lishchot is to shech, to slaughter.
Oh, right. Lishchot, to slaughter on Yom Tov for the needs of tomorrow, even if it's Shabbat. Oh, or Yom Tov. That's what we just said. Oh, Yom Tov. Okay. So you can't do that. Va'afilu b'shnei yamim shel Rosh Hashanah. Oh, that's interesting. And even on the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah.
Right, from one day, in other words, from one day of Rosh Hashanah to the other day.
So the fact that Rosh Hashanah, I thought, was considered a Yom Arichta, a one long day.
Correct. That is true, but we only say that l'chumra, not l'kula.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's very, very true.
Okay. So let's see. Aval mimal'a isha k'dei rabba sar af al pi she'ena tzricha ela l'chaticha achad. Okay, so let's see. It says, but a woman fills a pot, I guess, with meat, basar, even if she doesn't need it. But only if she needs one piece, I guess, of meat. Okay.
Right.
So she can cook more even if she needs just one piece.
Right.
For the meal or whatever. Okay.
Correct. Okay.
Just cooking on the first day.
This cooking on the first day Yom Tov, right?
Okay.
Let's see the Mr. Brew. We'll stop here before we go to the more. Let's see the Mr. Brew here.
Okay, so the Mishna Berura said, excuse me, it's forbidden to bake, cook or shech. Okay. Va'afilu davar she'eina malacha rak tircha b'alma. And even work that isn't a big bother, I guess.
I mean, it's not a malach. It's not one of the malachas. I mean, it's not actual bishul. It's not actual baking. It's not actual boirer. It's just a tircha
Oh.
b'yalma. It's just simply, let's say you want to clear off the table, and if you're gonna have a meal first day Yom Tov, and it's let's say 6 o'clock. You finish your meal 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and you would like to clear off the table so it's to get it nice and ready and clean for Yom Tov Sheni. Can't do that. It's
Oh.
only a tircha. There's no malach involved. But even if it's just a tircha b'yalma, it's just some trouble, some effort to expend. You can't expend efforts on Yom Tov Rishon for the sake of Yom Tov Sheni. But in that example that I gave you, if you're going to be sitting at the table and you'd like to clear off the table because you want the table to be neat and you want to sit at the table and a nice clean table, so then it'd be permissible because you're doing it for the needs of Yom Tov Rishon. But if your exclusive intention is to clear off the table so it should be ready and clean and nice for Yom Tov Sheni, right? Let's say you're not going to be using the room, right? Let's say you finish your Suda 4 o'clock in the afternoon and everyone's going to now go take a walk, right? No one's going to be in the house until after Ma'ariv, the second day, meaning Moitzi Yom Tov Rishon, going into the second day Yom Tov. No one's going to be in the house. No one's going to be bothered by the fact that the table's a bit messy from the end of the Suda that you just finished. So it'll be forbidden to clear that table off because you're not doing it for any needs on the day of Yom Tov Rishon. You're only doing it exclusively for the needs of Yom Tov Sheni.
Uh-huh.
But most housewives clean the table off after the meal. So I think that's also a consideration.
That
They're not doing it for Yom Tov Sheni, they're doing it because a housewife likes her table to be neat when she's finished the meal. At least that's what my wife does.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But again, it could be that if everyone's going out, as soon as you bench, everyone's going out. They're going to Tashlich, Rosh Hashanah, first day. Everyone's going to run out and go to Tashlich and not return home. So it could be a question if it's really necessary to do. But if a person is fastidious and it bothers them to see the table in disarray, so they could do it because it bothers them now. But again, that's the point. If you're not going to be around, you're not going to see it, right? Let's see further, Mr. Brewer.
I guess so. Okay, so it gives some examples. Kagon, hadachat ke'arot v'hava'at yain miyom tov l'chaveiro. Okay, so what's that? Cleaning dishes or something?
Right, you want to hadakas karas. You want to wash the dishes, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's true. It's not nice to have a big sink full of dirty dishes, right? But unless you're worried about ants or flies or a bad smell coming from the full sink of dishes, so it could be that it's not proper that you expending your energy on Yom Rishon for the sake of Yom Sheni. That's the whole point. You don't want to expend your energies on Yom Rishon for the sake of Yom Sheni. You should be expending your efforts and time and interests on Yom Rishon for something that's relevant to Yom Rishon.
It's actually an interesting point you brought up about the ants, because you're not permitted to kill ants on Yom Tov.
Right.
So if you get ants, then you have real problems.
I heard that if the ants were really bothering you, you could kill them.
Oh yeah?
If they're on your kitchen counter where you need to prepare your food, for example, and they're in a line marching along.
Right.
Is that correct, Rabbi?
Not sure. I haven't heard that. I don't know. I'd have to research the Shiloh whether you have it could be depending on how you're planning to kill them. What you can do, how you can do it is maybe different details in that. So I can't comment on that right now.
Okay. The hava'at yayin, I guess that's bringing in wine.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, you want to bring wine, let's say.
Like
you
from the
finish
vat or
you-
something?
Right, it's from the storeroom, right, or from the garage, you have cases of wine in your garage or in your basement, and you don't need the wine right now, you're not gonna be drinking any wine,
Right.
right? So,
So you can't do that on one day of Yom Tov to another.
right,
Or another.
there's no malach involved, it's just simply going down into the basement, taking out a couple of bottles of wine.
Aha.
And what about if you want you want to chill the wine? You have the wine in your house. And but you would like it to have some chilled wine for the second day Yom Tov. Can you put that in the refrigerator and chill it?
Oh, that's a
So,
good question.
so it could be if you have time to enjoy it chilled on Yom Tov Rishon, so you can always say, well, in case I would like some nice chilled wine on the first day Yom Tov, I'll put it in the refrigerator now. So that could be, in fact, permissible.
Huh.
You do have a semi-excuse why you're doing it now on Yom Tov Rishon.
Either that or break out the ice cubes.
Well, you may not want to dilute
Dilute the wine. Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Like
Gam
you can use your steel ice cubes. You can use your
Right.
steel ice cubes for the wine. That's one of the reasons why they invented it. They shouldn't dilute the drinks.
Uh-huh. Good point.
You
Okay,
got the
Gam
chill, but not the dilution.
Right. Gam Kain Asura commotion Ibaer Sof Simin Tafresh Samic Zion. So that what will be explained, I guess, or was explained in Tafresh Samic Zion.
Right, that's going to be
Okay. The Ayin Sham Masha Katavnu Bazeh, and they're I guess written more about this.
Correct.
Okay. So Afilu Hu Shabbat, even if it's Shabbat. Okay. The Ein Yom Tov Mechin Shabbat. One cannot prepare on Yom Tov for Shabbat. Ke Yalif the Gemara. Let's send.
Yalif, that the Gemara derives it, the Gemara learns this out from.
Oh, it learns it out. Okay. Mikra from the verse. Let's see. B'chol shechein the miyom tov l'chol asur. Okay. So let's see. B'chol shechein, and all that one does, I guess, on Yom Tov, or what one would do on Yom Tov for chol, for weekdays, is forbidden. But ayin siman taf kuf kaf zayin, and that's explained in taf kuf kaf zayin. Okay. Oh, Yom Tov, we're on Yom Tov. Okay.
You can't go from one Yom Tov you can't prepare from one Yom Tov to another Yom Tov.
Right. So it says Rotzelomar, that is to say, Yom Tov Sheni Shagaliyot. Oh, okay. So for the second day of Yom Tov in the Galut, outside of Israel, Disvei Chol Hu. Because there is a doubt that this is a weekday, maybe?
Right, because only one of the Tuesdays Yom Tovs is the real day of Yom Tov.
Oh, right, but we don't. Okay, we do
Right.
too because we're not sure. Okay. V'ninsa mechin miyom tov l'chol, and we find here that it's preparation on Yom Tov for the weekday. Okay, so let's see. V'afilu b'shnei yamim shel Rosh Hashanah. So even on the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, dilahachmir Amrinan Kedusha Ahad Hein v'lo lehakel. Okay, because we are strict about this, even though it says the kedusha, the holiness is only one, and we are not lenient about this. So is that what I was saying before, that the kedusha of Rosh Hashanah is only one? How can I say it? One segment.
Right, yeah. That, you mean, you're referring to Yom Richter,
Right, right.
right? Yeah, it's in L'chumra, it's viewed as one complete day.
I see. And we're not making.
Rabbi, is there a custom when Erev Yom Tov is before Shabbos, we start the day before to prepare? I forget the name of that ceremony.
The
Erev Tavshilin.
Erev
Yeah.
Tavshilin. So
Yes.
that how does that fit in here? They say you can't do it.
So that we only allow you to do that from Yom Tov to Shabbos, but you can't do that. We don't make an Erev Tavshilin from Yom Tov to Yom Tov.
Okay.
Right? Because of the fact that you can't do preparations on Shabbos, we had no other choice but to allow you to do some preparations for Shabbos on Yom Tov. So there, by the means of an Erev Tavshilin, you're allowed to make certain preparations from Yom Tov to Shabbos. But from one Yom Tov to another Yom Tov, when you can prepare and do food preparations on the Yom Tov Sheni, right? So you don't have the dispensation of allowing you to prepare anything on the first day Yom Tov for the sake of the second day Yom Tov.
People who observe a second Seder in the Golas, they only prepare when they come home from shul, like sometimes at 8:30, 8 o'clock. And so it's kind of late, but that's emphasizing you can't prepare from one day Yom Tov to the second day.
Exactly. Yep, exactly. Very true. Very true.
Good point.
Yeah. And so all from and now also for our Yom Tov, which is coming up Motzi Shabbos, right? You have to take care also not to prepare from Shabbos to Yom Tov as well. You can't do Hachana. This is relevant to any Shabbos of the year. You can't prepare on Shabbos for the Yom Mosachol for Motzi Shabbos. You can't do anything on Shabbos which may be done with the intention for Motzi Shabbos, or the days of the week. So likewise, going from Shabbos to Yom Tov, you don't have any ability to prepare for the Yom Tov on Shabbos as well, even to the slight extent of maybe taking your machzer to shul. Like if you want to go take your machzer to shul on Shabbos afternoon, your machzer for Shavuos, and so that may be considered to be a hachana, a preparation of Yom Tov on the day of Shabbos.
Yeah.
You want to take a Megillus Rus from your house to shul on Shabbos day. So if you're gonna practice, you want to practice learning the Megillus Rus in shul a little bit in the Shabbos afternoon. So then you have a tzorach to do it on Shabbos. But if you have no real honest reason why you're doing something, then you'll be a little bit bound by the constraints of not doing preparations on Shabbos for the days of the week, or even from a Shabbos day to a Yom Tov day.
But taking shoes or taking slippers for Tisha B'Av, it's mostly Shabbos. You can't do it Shabbos afternoon. Either you do it before Shabbos or after Havdalah.
Right, that's right. There's a question. When are you supposed to change into Yom Tov clothes on Shabbos? This week it's 2 days are going to be Shabbos, right? So when are you supposed to change into Yom Tov clothes?
Is Shabbos and Yom Tov clothes different?
Well, sometimes you have different clothes, yeah.
Actually, that's a good question, because usually you recite the Havdalah during Kiddush in that situation, I think.
Right. We're going to do Yat Kanaz, right? We're going to make Havdalah in the middle of Kiddush. This Motzi Shabbos is going to be Motzi Shabbos and Yom Tov. So we have Kiddush for Yom Tov, and you have to have a Chiyuv of Havdalah from Shabbos, from main Kodesh LeKodesh, right? So you don't forget, you have to have a little bit of a a candle to make Havdalah on as well. Yeah, with your during your Kiddush on Motzei Shabbos.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
you look at the Neros that were lit for Yontif? Do you
That's
have a
one
separate
that-
candle?
That's one. The one minig is to look at the Yom Tov candles. One minig is to do that. Another minig is to take two matches, hold two matches together, or to take two small candles together. Another minig is that you take a stub, an end of an old Havdalah candle. If you happen to have an old Havdalah candle, a stub, maybe like a half an inch worth of the end of a old Havdalah candle, then you have to set it up with proper aluminum plate where it's not going to get into a situation of scorching or burning anything, has v'shalom. And you can light that and let it burn down to the end. It only lasts 5 minutes or so less if it's only a little bit of a half an inch of a old
Oh,
Havdalah candle. Some take they have. I saw in here in Yeshiva and other places, but they're selling these tea lights with 2 wicks in it that they made special to have a double wick from one of these tea light candles. And you light that after the Ashes Chayil lights her Yom Tov candles. So then you proceed from there onto Kiddush, and you can light the Havdalah candle, or you can, as I said, Rav Aaron said, you can look at the Yom Tov candles, and that's a way to be fulfilling your mitzvah of Al Neah. And that's something to bear in mind as well. So
that's interesting.
okay. I see our time is up, so we'll continue 9:30 tomorrow. And in the meantime, everyone should have a very good day and a good afternoon, and hope to see you all tomorrow morning at 9:30 Mitzvah Shabbat.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Everyone be